All right, we are live. Welcome to Feng Shui with expert myself. There is no blindly inspired at the moment. So, welcome, guys. Welcome to Feng Shui number 2 here for 2025. The revamp here. Rooted Willow. Welcome to the chat. Grateful to see you. Hope all is well in your loving living universe. I can't wait to. We got to get back together and do some working together on YouTube, crystals and such. So when you are ready, send me an email, Willow, and we'll get back to get on it. Lindsay, hi guys. I don't have Christa here. PG, I know you're there, and do me, Millie. Hi guys. Welcome, Millie. Yeah, out. Enjoy your with the family. Awesome. So enjoy. I don't know what we're gonna do here. I do not have Krista. So PG, I know you're in the chat. Can you do me a favor and reach out to Krista via email or however, if you want to text her, if you can. I don't know if you guys have that. But can you reach out, PG, to Krista? And I sent her the link quite a few hours ago here. And so if you can do so, I would greatly appreciate it. Granted, it is midnight, 1 a.m. there. Chloe, hi. Just walked in the door. Favorite Chloe. Awesome. So I don't know what we're gonna do. Maybe we'll just have a Sunday night chat here. Karen, welcome as well. And again, Willa, welcome back. It's beautiful. It's awesome to see you online. And Favor, know you've been through it, man, and we're just grateful that you're here. Big love. So yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do, guys. PG, if you are in the chat here or anywhere available, can you reach out to Krista? It is midnight there, so it is feasible that I've always kind of had a figure that at one point maybe we should. Chloe just walked in the house. I wouldn't, and she's got to get set up, so I don't know about that. But I mean, if you want to be on per se, but I don't know what we could do, guys. But yeah, so I didn't know where Krista is, but generally, I kind of thought this may happen at one point. It is midnight there, so she should just fall asleep, and that would be. I mean, it's not a big deal, but. Yeah, guys, so we'll give it a few minutes and see if Krista shows up, and PG, if you are out there. I haven't seen a reply. But can you reach out to Krista since you are working with her? We can do a bit of a channel update here, nonetheless. And yeah, so a few things here on my end, or on our end. Friday, at this moment, I'm going to have PG on. I have to talk to Krista as well. And they're going to go over their art and what they've been doing with Chat GPT and what they're doing on Wednesdays. So they'll have this Wednesday to congeal, and I put that into the community page for Krista and at Blindly Inspired and PG. They are live on Wednesdays now on Krista's channel. So PG is still hasn't posted, but it's all coming off of Blindly Inspired channel, and so I posted that on the community page. And then Friday I will have both of them on. And I had a question for you guys as well, the group. I haven't reached out yet to Victor on Truthwave, but I thought about having him on the channel on Thursday, and maybe on Thursday Dawning. For those of you guys who go to Victor in the Dawning, if you want to be on the show, I'm going to send him an email, and maybe we'll bomb his show. If you guys are interested, thumbs up there. We can bomb Victor and see what be on his show, and then have him on our show if you want to be on Victor on Thursday, and he can discuss his what he does and whatnot from Truthwave, and we can help his channel as well. So that's just a thought. If you guys are interested in being on Truthwave, you could give us a crystal lesson on what they're good for. I could, but then I gotta go. I bear with me there, Karen. I appreciate it. That is, I mean, I do have a crystal here. I always have something in front of me, usually two things. And I don't know what the heck did I had my, there it is. So I always have this guy in front of me. Speaking of which, so I don't know where. So guys, just if you're just joining us here, we have no Krista. I sent her the link. And of course I can't really call, I could call her, but it's like, but I do actually have some crystals in front of me, so we could do, I've got my crystals out of storage, getting to get them out in the full moonlight shortly. Awesome. Yeah. Speaking of which, moonlight, tomorrow is the full moon. I do believe, of PG. I can come if you want. Well, yeah, but we have to have something to do. The thing about doing YouTube, guys, and I appreciate that, PG, is that we need something planned. Otherwise, it ends up favor. You could end up kind of causing. If you don't have anything planned and you just go on YouTube, not even planned, just outline. Like good dunning itself takes care of itself at this point because I'm in the flow. But if you don't have anything specific, ideal wise, and you just get on YouTube and start riffing and stuff or start chatting, you could put yourself in a box. So you got to be careful. I don't have anything specific planned if we went on. So I don't know what, I mean, we could discuss your pictures, I guess, but that's really, we're going to do that Friday. So I don't know what we're going to do, guys. I go with the flow. All good. You do you. Yeah, I don't know what we're going to do, guys, but I could throw off a channeling here, but either way, so we have no Christa. And these things are bound to happen at some point. But yeah, speaking of crystals, okay, so you did have a couple questions, I can. So soda light. Wait, there we go. Backwards on the camera. Soda light. All right, that is if you ever have this is very strong crystal, it won't break, right? Not like fluorite, right? If you have fluorite and you drop that would have cracked, but maybe. But this is soda light. So soda light is strong, it's grounding. And it's great for public speaking, right? So if you have to speak in public, if you're out in public, use soda light, right? So I keep that, like literally it's directly under the phone. I'm not grounding to it or anything. I don't need it. It's not here all the time. But if it is here, it helps. It's easier to stay in the flow. I always got this guy generally near me too. Chloe's amazing crystal. This is Chloe's like signature Chloe's crystal here. Although I can't wait to see what the Golden Healer Tower looks like. It's going to be amazing. I got to keep tapping the phone too. Since it's just me with StreamYard, the phone doesn't really recognize that I'm in video mode, and the screen wants to go like that every minute. And so there's no. But if Crystal was on there, then it keeps the screen moving, and it doesn't do that. So, but nonetheless, this is Chloe's Crystals, right? Chloe'sCrystals.com. Speaking of which, tomorrow is the full moon. So if you get a chance on the 13th there, make sure you put your crystals out, as like Ruta Willis said, she's digging hers out and putting them under the moon. So if you have like this guy, we'll go out tomorrow under the wolf moon to charge. Oop, I tapped the phone again. You keep seeing me reach out. It's because I've tapped the phone. To charge, so I will charge this guy. Oop, there we go. Tomorrow under the light of the full moon, and get it re-energized here. And now Karen's buffering. Yeah, this is just, it's what it is. I don't know what happened to Christa, but I will certainly send her an email, guys. Who knows? This is fun and funny. Yeah, so who knows? But I can do a quick channeling here. Maybe I'll do that. And we'll keep it kind of short. But yeah, and maybe I'll see you guys over at Michael Sadler tonight, or Sandler, I should say. Adam Sandler's cousin tonight. And I think he's channeling Archangel Michael. But I really don't like to really watch any of the 2025 predictions and such, because what happens is whatever people it generates, you generate your universe. So if somebody's predicting the universe and they're telling you what your universe would be. So the moon is beautiful tonight, almost full. Check it out. Yeah. If you can check out the moon, it's cloudy as I'll get out here, but if you can check out the moon, it's tomorrow's wolf moon should be absolutely amazing. So we're gonna do two things here since we are here. It is Sunday night. This is kind of an odd deal here, but I'm grateful that you guys are here watching my mug. Wonder what happened to Christa. PG, if you can reach out to Christa, though, seriously, and see if she's okay or something. I know you communicate with, I'll send her an email once we're done here, and a text. She doesn't always reply to her text as well. But it would be like $5 just to, I don't know. I could call her, but on her cell phone, but I never made an international call. I'm curious what the fee. Yeah, we get you, but I don't wonder what the fee would be if I call Germany for like 3 minutes or something and see if she's okay. But most likely she just fell asleep. It happens. All right, I'll hydrate up here. So yeah, tomorrow's the 13th. If you have rocks and crystals and whatnot, put them out into the moon. All right, so this is going to be goofier. I got to watch the phone as well because, again, on StreamYard with the phone, when you're streaming by yourself, the browser doesn't recognize that it's in video mode, and so the screen wants to shut off, and then I'll still be there, but I don't know if the camera will actually work. It'll black out on me. Then I got to put in my security code and everything. So with Christa there, when Christa's on, when you have two people doing StreamYard, it's totally fine. But yeah, all right. So I sent her a big text, colorful email. So all we can do is wait. Yeah, if she pops in at any point here, of course we'll grab her. But otherwise, these things happen. You know, this is live, and people have the universes. Things happen, what have you. Or like it's 1 a.m. She just could have fallen asleep, and she'll wake up, and it's just what it is. But we don't hold anything against her. We're grateful for whatever it is. Can you adjust the time? Out time? You mean just like to shift it so it's not so late for her? We could do this earlier on Sunday, but most people are out and about in their universe. But we could adjust the times. But yeah, I mean the biggest problem is that Christa is just in Germany and that we're all in the United States. But she's sleeping. She's not feeling well. Is that what you're feeling there, Karen? I have no idea. I'm just guessing that she might have fallen asleep, but the screen timeout. Oh yeah, no, I can do that. I'm just well. Here we go, guys. Let's do something crazy here, right? Go into settings. No, we're not going to mess with it because if I go into settings there, then I end up losing the stream completely. But yeah, in the future, if it's just me, I'll set it for no screen timeout. But yeah. Oh, she's sleeping very well. Just sleeping or busy. I know, right? So yeah, we send her favors. So let's do a couple things here. First off, since we are on in the United States here, and we know what is yeah, exactly. She's just not feeling well. And I know the energies right now have been up and down for all of us, for myself included. And I had another huge awakening moment. It's like peeling away an onion, right? You peel away the layers. But so last night, think let's keep my finger like right here, so just keep tapping the screen. But yeah, no, but yeah, next time you're right, Chris. If when I go on StreamYard, no matter what, I'm just gonna set it so the screen does not time out at all. So yeah, and that way, if whether it's just me or if it's somebody else, then I'll have to keep doing that. If it's just me, then yeah, I got to keep doing that. But yeah, so we know what's going on in California here, so we're gonna do an invocation for California tonight, and do some prayer for that. And so thanks for those who are still sticking around. I know I'm just sitting here riffing at this point, waiting to see if Christa shows up. And so we won't keep too long here. And I will do a quick channeling as well. Yeah, so we'll see her in the astral, and hopefully she's all well and at peace there. But either way, now what'd be funny is if we see her on Truthwave, right? So, but I have to do that in some of the videos I have from Adam that are on my Google Drive. But yeah, so but yeah, so from this end here, then let's do an invocation for we'll bring in somebody, and we'll do an invocation for California, a quick channeling. We'll see if Christa shows up. We'll send some energy to her as well, and then we will send this off to for the evening there. And of course, I'll see you guys in whoever shows up in Truthwave meditation, or Truthwave meditations tonight at 9:45 your time, which would be 7:45 my time, which would be after Michael Sandler, Adam Sandler's cousin. Right there, you go. All right, guys. So let's take a. Thanks again for sticking around. For those who did, take a deep breath in. And when we breathe in, we'll just breathe in. We're going to breathe in clear air, and we're going to breathe out. As we breathe out, we're blowing out the fires in California. There we go. So we breathe in fresh air. Yeah, exactly. I need to set the timeout to never on the screen there. But yeah, for the moment though, if I do it now, I lose it. I got to go bury myself into the phone, and then I could lose the stream. So it gets goofy. It's because it's just sitting in the browser. It gets goofy. But yeah, next time I will, before I go on, that's just like set browser, like you put on the do not disturb, set the browser for do not, or the screen for do not go off ever. Right, exactly. Yeah, so take a deep breath in with me, and we're gonna again breathe in fresh air and breathe out when we think. When we breathe out, we're going to breathe out, and we're gonna blow out the fires, right? So breathe in. As we blow out, we see ourselves blowing out the fires in California. And one more breath in, and breathe out. All right. So let's see what we bring in here, and we'll start with Saint Germain today. It's kind of like the Ed Sullivan here, right? He's the host of the show, and then we take it from there. So good evening, and welcome to this irregular channeling of Saint Germain and Archangel Raphael here with Mr. Floyd on Mr. Floyd's Universe. We are grateful that you are here, and we are channeling through Josh for you to you tonight, not today, right? But we are grateful, and we are here. We say generally the same thing. We must keep our eyes open, or we will lose the screen. We do not have somebody else on the other side, so we have to tap the screen. But nonetheless, we are grateful that you are here, and we are sending love to Christa, wherever you are in the astral, or if you are asleep or at home and forgot, or whatever is going on in your universe, Christa. We are grateful that you make yourself available nonetheless, and sometimes these things do happen, so we are grateful nonetheless. Let's take a moment. We are going to do an invocation for California. So we are going to do that, and we will do a quick channel, and we will let you go for your evening today. We will let you have your evening, since we have no Christa, and you'll get more channeling in the dawning, right? So if you are new here, you are seeing this, we will leave it up, but we will not. We may take this down, but we will know it. We will cut an irregular channeling since no Christa. There we go. But nonetheless, we'll change the title for sure. But either way, we are grateful that you are here. And if you are new or seeing this, we do this regularly, Monday through Friday, 7:33 on the West Coast, right? The one that is favor right now to that coast, right? And then the 10:33 on the East Coast, right? The one that is not on fire. We are saving favor to that, right? So we are saying we are there Monday through Friday. You will get channeling from Saint Germain, Archangel Raphael, Sekhmet, Kuan Yin, White Buffalo, Calf Woman, and many more. So just join us, and you will enjoy your dawning, and we will teach you energetics. It's a good time. All right. Not optional. Okay. It's about authentic survival. Children, they are third wave. Go find interview on YouTube. They are all good as far as I have seen. Nobody seems to know, but they will. All right. We're not sure. So reading the chat, sometimes we are not sure. Sometimes you walk into the back end of a conversation or whatnot. But nonetheless, we are grateful. So we are going to do an invocation for California. So those who are here, those who may catch this in the rewind or the replay, you are expecting to see Feng Shui, but you are seeing an irregular channeling since no Feng Shui by Saint Germain. So you will see that instead. So it'd be an irregular Sunday night. But nonetheless, we're hoping that you are having a regular Sunday night, not regular every day in your universe. Otherwise, you will be crampy. And it's just not fun to have, not to be regular, right? Then you'll take Metamucil or something. X-lax, and it marks the spot, right? You don't want that. So irregular, we'll stay regular nonetheless. All right. Eat more fiber. You eat your wicked chat, right? There you go, right? That would be good for you. Not a fiber, Saint Germain, right? All right. So from your end, see yourself. See yourself. We're going to blow wind into California. A cool, moist wind to put out the fires. So we are seeing ourselves, right? We are standing there. So everybody hold hands, right? And we are seeing ourselves. We are on a mountain, right? On the side of California. We are looking down onto California into the LA basin, right? And we are seeing the fire raging. But we are all powerful, right? So we have the grand wind behind us, right? And the rain, right? So we are going to call in the grand wind and the grand rain, right? And so we are going to see that, right? So from your end, everybody take hands. We are seeing, what are we seeing? We are seeing California. We are seeing the smoke and the fire, but we are reaching out and we are seeing the rain. So we are seeing the universe, and we are saying, all right, we are grateful for the universe to bring rain to California. We are seeing rain in California. We are seeing cool winds in California, and we are seeing peace in California. We are seeing the fires get diminished by rain, and we are seeing this cool, misty wind come in and bring all that cool, like not hot air, but cool, misty rain to bring down the fires. Yeah, universe. We are not seeing any more fires. We are seeing peace in California. And we are sending love to all of those out there who are affected. May you find favor in your universe, and whatever has been missing, whatever has been taken from you, may it come back tenfold. Whatever has been lost, may it be returned in tenfold, and may your universe be more whole through all of this than it's ever been before. We send you the hopefully you are still there. The phone actually made it goofy on its own. So yes, we are still there, right? Hopefully. All right. So we are seeing California in the best light. So we are grateful. And we are seeing everybody healed. And we are seeing as if there was never any fires. We can do that, right? We are just erase the timeline of the fires. We'll see everybody healed. And we will shift the timeline out of the fires where people are working towards healing. It is all over, and they are getting better in their universes. We are not holding to the fire timeline. There's no, it is over in our universe, not in my universe, right? So we are grateful that you are here, and we are grateful that Sunday night, irregular channeling. So we are grateful. We know what happened to Christa there, but we are going to state this in your universe. Can you be prepared if something happens like that? Can you be prepared for a shift if you are in your universe and something is supposed to happen and it does not? Are you able to make that change? Are you able to shift your energies in your universe when things happen? When things are not going right in your universe, can you make that shift? Can you jump into something new? Can you create from the hip, so to speak, and go with the flow? That is the grand question. You are sauce, right? So if you are making plans, and like Christa here, who did not show up, and it is okay. We are grateful that she does show up when she does, and she is not really required to show up at all. It's a commitment, but nonetheless, these things can happen. So from your end, are you able to deal with those things in your universe when things shift? Are you able to look at disappointment? See where you have to shift your energies to do something completely different. Sometimes you have to step out of your frame, and you may have had something in mind, right? For Josh, he doesn't have to do much when he is working with Christa. She is running the show, right? So for him, he sits back and just watches the show. Notice the faster he moves, right, then the screen is not going to go blank. So he is moving. We are moving around on the screen so that the phone does not go blank. The more he moves around, then the screen does not time out. So from that, we are grateful. But nonetheless, see, you can make things change. Even that was like you have to keep going like this. But if now we are figured out, right? You change things, right? You shift with the situation. So we move more and the screen does not go out. And we figure out what to do when there is no Christa. So in your universe, when there are things that go wrong, right? You go and maybe you rent a car and it's not there, or you go to take a plane and it is not going to fly. What do you do? Are you able to go with the flow to make the adjustments in your universe when things do that and shoot from the hip, so to speak, in your life? If you are not able to do so, if you are bogged down in your trauma body, then you are going to get a karmic response and you are going to crash into this is not working and I'm trying to run the show. Realize you are not running the show. You are on a boat. Like Abraham Hicks might say, you are on the river, right? You would always use the Colorado River too, right? You are going down the river from Fort Collins, right? That's what she would say. And this is where Josh lives, right? So we are going down the river, right? And so she is saying, can you let the boat float down the river? Are you trying to steer it, right? And when you try to steer it and then not going in the flow, then are you headed towards the rocks? Do you end up towards the shore? Where do you end up in your universe if you are trying to steer the boat, letting the flow of the river steer it for you? That is the question. Can you let the flow of your universe steer that for you? So when things happen in your universe, are you able then to shift with that and roll with the punches? Do you end up in a karmic response? Can you slow down in your universe when things happen and accept them for what they are and roll with it? Are you going to get comic about it, get frustrated that you are not running the show, and the show is not working out for you the way you thought it would be. Realize, though, the way the show works out is the way the show, your universe, is meant to work out. There's no other way it can work out. And if you are trying to be the grand director, you are going to be sorely mistaken. Most actors are not controllable, and you are barely under control of yourself, letting to think that you can control other people. So if somebody's in your universe and they disappoint you or what have you, or don't show up for a live in this case, can you ground into that, grab yourself, and realize who you are? Oh, she is that. We got this. Hang on a moment. All right, I just got a text from Christa here. Hang on. All right, guests. Invite guests. We're gonna get her on your copy. She's coming. Guys, copied. Okay, so she's copied. All right. Oops. I emailed her the link, but she wants it. I'm gonna text it to her right now. All right, guys. So we got. X. All right, so let's give it a minute here. I dropped out of channeling here. And let's see if Christa shows up. Like I said, I got a text from her like 10 seconds ago. I just sent her the link. I'm waiting for the guest light to show up here, and we'll have a bit of an abbreviated show here, but we will have Christa on. So, all right, so let's see what we get. So, anyways, here's I know I need some elevator music or something. As we wait, right? Do. We're just waiting for Christa. It's your elevator interlude, right? So any moment now, Christa will be here, and we will grab her. But I'm waiting for the guest light. There's little things that guest, and I think you get a little red light. Like, oh, yeah, there I am. There we go. We have Christa. She is live. So, all right. So thank you for the elevator music interlude there, and here we go. All right. Add to stage. Hola, chica. How you doing? Welcome.
Hello, Josh.
All right. There we go.
I'm so sleepy, and I'm on my phone, so this is a new one.
Not a big deal. The phone works just as well. I am 100%. This whole channel has been run by phone except once. So, yeah. So yeah, it's doable. Actually, the phone works pretty well. Easier than a laptop with StreamYard. You should be able to see the chat to the right there. So welcome, everybody. Welcome, Christa. She's on the. You are live with us, and grateful. We are grateful. You missed. We did a channeling, and you missed my musical. I did some elevator musical interlude there while we were waiting for you. So thank you. But yeah, we're grateful you're here. So how's your universe been, and how's Christa?
Christa's good. Christa's flying all over the place right now. So Christa's been a little tired as well. She's noticing, sorry about this. My eyes are really only seeing half of everything I see. So it's okay. It is what it is. So even when I looked at the time, I still saw it was 00. And I thought, okay, I've still got time for coffee. And the alarm's going to go off just now because I set it for 00:15. But it didn't go off. So I was still listening to some beautiful Daniel Scranton and getting myself beautifully prepared and listening to being open to all the wonderful new energies and just knowing how wonderfully we are all flying. So sorry for that. So I'm glad you all had an extra channeling.
There we go. The irregular Sunday night channeling, correct. So yeah, I'm grateful that you are here and that you. Either way, it doesn't matter. But yeah, so you did send out an email to everybody. Hopefully you got it. I wasn't able to print it off. I've looked at it, but I got to print it off at work.
That's okay. You don't need
my
it.
My printer is down.
You can look at it during the week. I don't want you. Josh, can I ask you to please send it, because you didn't send it to me on my email. Can you send me this link on my email so that
I did send it to you about 2 hours ago, but I can send it to you again.
I don't see it actually.
Maybe it didn't go through, but yeah, no, who
Maybe
knows?
it didn't.
It's been a
That's
techie
okay.
weird kind of. It's
There's
been a
been
techie weird
so
kind of day.
much. So many people. It's almost. So many people are having jiggles on the thing. No, it isn't here. So if you could send it to me, I would just appreciate it. Then I can join via here if that's okay.
I can do so. Bear with me. I just don't want to lose the chat here. So let's see here. Bear with me.
Or let me find somewhere how I can put this up because I need my
Yes.
hands.
All right, we should be able to do this here. It's just kind of
No,
glitchy
that's
to
okay.
them
Is it
and
working?
my phone. We should be all right here. Let's see.
Don't
We're going to
stress.
email. All right, guys. Let's.
Of course, because I can't see the little thing. Cool. It's okay, don't stress. We'll just get through here. Okay. Just let me know if I'm there because I really can't see my phone. And Lindsay, thank you for getting into my brain.
It should be in your inbox now. It should be in your inbox right now. Sorry about that, guys. So we're just getting things situated here. Krista's on her phone. I just sent her an email to so she can go on her laptop and do this, make it a little easier. So we're just getting things situated. So just bear with us a moment, and we'll get everything up. You should have that in your inbox there, Krista.
Okay, so I'm going to go off here and then I'll join you in 1 second again. Is that okay?
See you in a moment.
I've got it. Okay, cool.
All right. So now playing switcheroo here. So bear with us. So if you're just joining us or if you've joined us, it's been quite an interesting evening here. So you got a channeling, and we did an invocation to California, at least a small one. But so yeah, from this end, Christa is here. She's I resent her the link, and so now she's switching to her laptop, and we'll get things situated. We'll keep it kind of abbreviated, nonetheless, but we'll do at least half an hour here, and. So thank you guys for appreciate all of you guys hanging out here and your patience. And Krista should be back up once the guest light comes back up here. Dink. Then I keep moving my hands and the screen will stay up. But once the guest light comes back up, then we'll grab Krista here and get started. If you didn't get the email, Krista did send out an email. You don't need it tonight, but it's good to have as like backup notes. I can send it to you. Just send me an email at Mr. Floyd Channelings with an S at gmail.com, and I'll fling it right out to you. There's two sets of PDFs that she sent out, which are really good. And so yeah, if you need those, let me know. Because of the way they're set up, though, I can't post them on the channel, and you can't download them anyways. But yeah, what we should do is set up a Dropbox so you can grab these things. But all right, waiting for Krista. So it should just be another moment, and Krista should be up on her laptop here. But so we are grateful. I would like to print. There we go. Print these. I'm old school. I like to hold my books and notes. Yeah, same here. I'm gonna print them from work. But yeah, I'm the same way. All right, we got Krista on at the stage. There we go. All right, we got Krista back, and she's now on her laptop, and we're back to normal here. So welcome back.
Yay! Cool.
Back.
So
And if
yeah, so sorry about that. It was bound to happen that I would sleep through this.
That's what we kind of guessed, and it's really, I mean, we were cool. Wait, these things happen. I mean, it's like midnight where you're at. And if you guys missed out, last Wednesday, Krista and PG went live on Krista's channel here, and she'll be live again Wednesday. And then Sunday or Friday, and I haven't mentioned it to Krista yet, but I'm having PG live, and I'm sure Krista will join. And I'm sure Krista will join, and we'll go over what you guys are doing on YouTube on Friday in the dawning, during Good Dawning. So PG and hopefully Krista there's her first formal invitation. We'll be
Thank you.
live on Good Dawning on Friday, and we will discuss what they're doing on Wednesdays and what the project with ChatGPT and other projects that they're working on as well. So yeah, so lots of going on in the family here. But because we're running late here, I'm going to drop from my end here. Flip this up to Krista. I'm going to put a hard cap on this, though, since time frame and everything for everybody. Since we're already running late, we'll go like 45 minutes or so, and then yeah. So, but I'm going to let Krista take over here. Thank you, Krista. We're grateful that you're here. We were kind of concerned, but we figured you fell asleep. But we're grateful, and it's wonderful to see you and blessed. So I'm going to turn it over to Krista and take it away.
Thanks, Josh. Cool. It's awesome to be here. And yeah, welcome back again to our magical, wonderful world. Yeah, I am really kind of spinning a little bit out into a whole new dimension with this, and really just trying to keep it simple about wind and water. These are incredibly sacred blueprints that we're working with. I did send us the Bagua because most people just wanted Feng Shui when it hit the market for two things, and that was for your wealth point and for your relationship point. But I think that's actually extremely insulting to the universe when the universe has so much more to offer. So, just quickly, there's so much happening in the universe out there, especially this week. I will be going live tomorrow night just for half an hour or so, just to keep us updated. And if you'll have any questions about tonight, that we can just have some takeaways, some very quick takeaways of the feng shui for today. So anybody, I'll be live, whatever that is, at 6 o'clock my time. So it's after Josh's show. Okay, so last week we went into the portal. So, and just keep going back. It is your entrance, your front door is just so important. It is, especially now, it's your portal into your new you. We're trying to just make this manifesting so that it helps you through all these stages of this crazy, incredible, wonderful, spectacular cosmic ride that we're going on. And yeah, these are blueprints, and I strongly believe that we've had this on the temple of our hearts, because we know it's just that we keep changing things around, and now we have a plan to work with it. So I did send you in your notes the amazing, fabulous Bagua, so that we will just touch on it a little bit just now, so that you can actually be working with it while we're going through the... it might be easier to keep it more tangible, but as you noticed with the Feng Shui, is that there's so much more than just looking at your wealth point. You have to know what element it is and what area it is and how many numbers there are, but at least this will be a little bit helpful, I think. But before we get there, we've now done the portal, our front door. Also just turn around and have a look and see what is rushing towards you, and also what you are having a look at when you walk out of your door. Is it beautiful? Is it wonderful? Is it inspiring? Is it a brick wall? If it's not wonderful and inspiring, please try to bring something that is. You can do that quite easily in the form of a plant that you can focus on. I used to like working with wall hangings or murals in the garden, or pictures on your landing, something that's really inspiring you to take you back out there into the world. Okay, so now we've opened our front door, and what do we see? I want to get my notes. There we go. It's what I like to call the landing pad or the launch pad. So what is the first thing that we see as we open our front door? Remember, this is all working so deeply and so powerfully and so subtly on our subconscious, but as by now we all know that it is incredibly powerful. The subconscious is even more powerful than the conscious because we're not aware of it. At least if we are aware of something, we can try to fool it and try to change it. But if we are not aware of it, it's just affecting us and we don't realize how much it is affecting us. So open your door and what do you see? Are you seeing a mess? Are you seeing the toilet? Are you seeing the bathroom? Very often in America you have stairs just coming straight down like a rushing runaway train. If you see your stairs as you open your door, then all your prosperities, all your energy is just running straight through the door. Do you open your door and do you see directly through to another door? That's also, I think Millie called it I can't remember what she called it the last time, but it's the runaway train, also dashing right through your house. It's not stopping anywhere to collect any energy. Many places, if you open your door, you're looking straight into your kitchen. You're going to be eating, you're going to be obsessed with food, and it's not going to just be, and it's everybody, it's going to affect everybody, and it's not just when you're actually at home, it's when you're out on the road, it's when you're at the office, you're just going to be thinking about food, nibble, nibble, nibble. So what we're going to do is you're going to use plants to detract your eye. Even it's very similar for both. Remember, as if if I haven't, energy is very. It's. I used to call it stupid. It really is stupid. It can be so easily fooled. It's what you're thinking. We know this. I just call it stupid. So just remember, you're in control of it, and you're just going to change it. I'm just thinking right now how wonderful it is. It's about like the way that we just talk about uplifting and changing our vibration. It's actually exactly the same, except we're doing this now on a physical level, and that's why I love Feng Shui so much, is because you can see it and you can taste it and you can touch it and you can feel it. Whereas a lot of the other energies that we're working with are in our head and we don't actually see them and feel them and taste them. But Feng Shui becomes very, very practical. So here's our front door. I'm just going to draw up very quickly here. And it would actually go the other side. So there's our front door. Here's your stairs. So we would actually hear your front doors opening this way. We would put a plant over here, or a plant over here that would actually stop the energy from coming out. You could also put a wind chime over here, or you could put a mobile. So the idea is that when you're opening your front door, you're actually looking at that plant, which acts. Even a fake plant is better than no plant, obviously, and natural plant is best. It can also be a statue, something that's taking your energy over there and not over here, the same as over here. You could work with a beautiful statue by your front door. I like statues as well. They don't always have to be plants. So very similar. Are you going to be working with something like that where you've got your kitchen? Is this particular, the way I'm, this helpful? Because I don't know what you guys have. I'm just going, assuming that these are very common. So I don't know if I'm addressing anything that you guys have. So here it's a similar thing. So a lot of apartments now have this like open plan kitchen. So you're walking and you're seeing the kitchen, and that's similar type of thing. You're going to put a plant there, which will act also as multiplying your energy, multiplying your wealth energy. And I just want to have a read at your. Okay, so because I don't want to be. I mean, if it doesn't suit one of your particular problems, then it's like going to be a bit silly. Cool. So I hope you've got, Chris, have you got the idea there? Because I know, yeah, I'm in a small cabin, absolutely, and my kitchen's straight ahead. So, Lindsay, can you do something there with a plant or with a statue? If you can actually shift things around so that you don't see the plant, the kitchen, because you can also have health issues. Okay, that's for Chloe, because I eat, breathe, and sleep in the living room. Karen, you've got health issues. Hey, that's why you don't move around so much. Karen, please dust. Okay, Lindsay, your kitchen that's very good to have your kitchen in your wealth area. Also have my crystal hanging beads right there for backdrop. Karen, won't you put some pictures up? Right of the door. That sounds good, Lindsay. And that would also that can work as your key station and where you put your letters and important things. Yeah, so don't stress, Chris. Just use artificial plants, because it's better to have a live artificial plant than a dead living one. The Chinese with this kind of thing are really, they just throw it away. They don't try to nurture the plants back. Okay, the other very often is that in Europe and in America, we don't have it in South Africa, where you have this whole big room and at your entrance, at your door, where you have all your jackets and your boots and the mirror and the thing. So it's just make sure that that's as tidy as possible. Also try to put something that's a little more personal. I mean, yes, I know your jackets are personal, but a little bit more inspirational. You can, and also worry about those keys and all those letters. Try and put them into boxes, do beautiful containers that you can actually hold them there, and that you can also find your keys. Your keys are really important, and if you keep losing your keys, it's saying something hugely about your life. We need those keys to get into the next dimensions as well, so look after your keys. There's a good rule that comes with Feng Shui. If you can start to discipline yourself, don't put it down, put it away. It takes a whole extra 2 seconds, maybe half a minute. Karen, how can we help you? Hello, Big Dad. Hi, Karen, how can we help you to work a little bit easier for you? I know it's obviously practical that you're working like that, because if I remember, you've got health issues. Oh, okay, cool. That's you keep your keys in your purse. But that's why you live in your, am I correct? You have pain issues. For Karen, it's why you live in one room. Movement is it's not the easiest for you. Okay. Then if that's just, oh, there was another thing, just hugely, if you are, yeah. Karen, we must have a look. Maybe we can do, maybe we can email and do something. And if you want to send me your plan, and let's have a look if we can actually work with clearing some of that fatigue through your home. Yeah, I know, absolutely. I totally understand, Karen, that when you feel good, you don't want to clean the house. It's the last thing. I totally relate. I've started painting many years. I lost I had carpal tunnel syndrome in both hands. And I thought the last thing, I could only use these 2 fingers. The rest was excruciatingly painful. And I thought, well, if I'm going to do something with my hands, I'm definitely not going to clean the house. So I started painting because whatever I did was painful. So at least I was painting. I wasn't cleaning the house in pain. So, yeah, very, very, I totally agree. But yeah, if you can have somebody draw up a plan. But guys, it's really important. Hey? It really is, especially as we're going. And I've just got like so much stuff from South Africa. Don't know what I'm going to. It's like just when I thought I had a reasonably clean, free space in my life, it's just like double compounded. And that is what it is. Okay. Yeah, this cleaning energy. We need the little gnomes and the little elves to come and clean up for us. Okay. Okay, what I did send to you then was, so we can just go through this very quickly, so that for next week you can have a plan of your house and that you can have gone through it already. If anybody wants to send it to me during the week, just do that. I can have a quick look at it. So I want just so that as we're working through this, hopefully you can work with the areas of your house. Oh, if you don't use your front door, please symbolically seal it up. I mean, obviously, it's to seal if you really, really don't use it. If you can do, it's important to do like then once a week, just do front door. A lot of people go straight to their garage or something. But if you can do once a week front door day, which will be really important that you're making a very conscious thing to walk into your front door. Remember, this is your portal. It is where you are coming into life. It doesn't just affect your home, it affects absolutely everything. It's affecting your whole era of spirituality, this whole next phase that we're going into. So if you don't use your front door, then put a plant in front of it. Put a statue in front of your front door. Put a bench in front of your front door. Seal it up if you're really going to stay there with bricks and mortar and whatever. But there's many ways that you can symbolically close it off so that people know that this isn't the front door and they're bringing on a door that doesn't exist. Yeah, as I said, Karen, if you can send me so many people, so much depression. But this is anyway, I don't know, we've got this house that looks like a funky little thing right now. Okay, so what we're going to do with my red pen, we are going to, I don't know if anybody can see the red. Feng Shui is very simple. It likes square shapes or rectangle shapes. So you're going to just square off your plan of your home and then simply put this incredible bagua on top of it and mark the areas that you have so you can start to see what's happening. So, and then I don't work with directions because I also lived in South Africa, which is the other side of the world. So it's like with astrology, it's all back to front. It's a little confusing. I realize we actually do both, but this is the black hat method, and it's comes from the very old school, the original school of Feng Shui, before they had the compass. So, like Josh is really lucky. He's actually got a north-facing entrance. So everything is like this plan, but this is the way it works for me, and it's worked for a lot of people. It's the way that I work. A lot of people work this way. A lot of people work with the directions. Personally, I found this very, very clear. So wherever your front door is so you're either going to be walking into career, knowledge, or helpful people, which will say a huge lot about your life. So here in the front we have career, which is our path of life. I always like to start here at 3, which is the family. Have you got your thing? Wealth. And then we can see where we're going. Your fame area, your relationship, your child area or your future, your helpful people. Helpful people, travel, angels, connecting with your space, career, your path of life. What am I here on this planet to do? Okay, I think especially as we are working into this, I really want you this week, we'll go over the Bagua again more clearly this week. Please read through these areas, and when you're having a look at what is in your home at that space. So, like if we start with the family area, okay? Or maybe you want to just start with your front door. So, where are you coming in? Are you coming in on career? Are you coming in on knowledge? Or are you coming in on helpful people? Please, please, please look at your entrance. I can't tell you how important every area is important, but these areas are particularly important. Karen, especially for you as well, move the plant away around so that you don't see the chaos. I had a mother that had she was a hoarder, but like she could have like given Oprah a mouth that dropped. So I learned a lot of tricks how to cover up that mess. So sometimes just not a complete like solution, but even if you have some beautiful cloths that you can just cover up the mess so that you're not seeing the mess, because that mess is affecting you and it's making you tired. The mess is making you tired, but you're so tired that you can't clean up the mess. I think this is a huge plague that we have. Okay, so I've sent you these other notes on the 9 sacred areas of your life. It's actually 8 plus 1. Please go through them. I'm not sure, I think it's on the 29th or the 27th of January is Chinese New Year this year, so we're moving into the area of the snake. There's going to be lots and lots of transformation. This is such a huge, big week. I will go through some of it tomorrow, but we have all this happening in India. It's going to change the world. So many million people bathing in holiness. For 12 years, they haven't done it. I just heard somewhere, it makes so much sense, that the Indian karma is finished. They've worked their karma out, and they are going to be doing 1,100 years in a day right now. They're going to just be leaping forward. I don't know if I said that sometime last year. Thank God the Indians will bring some sense and sensibility to this flipping nonsense that a lot of us are going through, and the bickering and there's so many beautiful rules, but at the same time we're pushing through the rules. And even the Indians don't, the Hindus don't know. I would just be really interested sometime if we can get Jared on the show. It would be really interesting to hear some of his take on it. But it's, the Hindus don't even know so much of their history. So there's just so much that's putting it into perspective again for them. And yeah, it's just so interesting how excited they all are to go and join temples and things. It's really wonderful. So here we have these amazing things. So if we start with the area of family, this starts with our root chakra. Millie put some beautiful stuff on the root chakra. I've always seen that it's our beautiful ruby gold. It's like a little tail that we have. It's like our primordial ancestral dragon tail that goes from the bottom of the base of our back, and we actually just sink that down into the earth. Try to remember to do that. Another beautiful way to keep yourself grounded is to, in the morning, remember it's wind and water. Think of wind and water as often as you can. Not as in woo, 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 the wind, and water, water, twinkle, twinkle, but as in your breathing is your air, and out is water vapor. We are walking elements of wind and water. This is the primordial, the sacred holy energy that is working through us all the time. I was just reading somewhere that it's so important to work with your predominant foot for that day, that you ground, and that you just figure out which nostril is working. This is also wind, so it's to do breathing, just a couple of minutes every morning to breathe. Yeah, they took Oh, go enjoy, Chris. You've got the universe also working for you, that your dumpster's back again. So usually my left nostril is my predominant nostril. To right the second, my right nostril is the predominant nostril. So before you even get, and then know with consciousness that you get out of bed, and that's the foot, your predominant foot, that you put on the ground. So it would be my right foot. And that you actually sink also this beautiful red chakra all the way down. And that's what we do when we go to sleep at night. We lift our feet off the ground and we actually disconnect. I think it's just so important that we are connecting and disconnecting with the energy. There are just so many different ways. If anybody wants to hear that, Daniel Scranton, it's a very old one. And he was just talking about how many different ways there are to pray and to connect, and that we're moving into make it fun, obviously, but just think of different ways that you can connect and be sacred in your space. Maybe write some down. For me, it's just like wind and water, wind and water, wind and water. I'm getting off topic, but it's not really. Josh, I was just thinking about you. I don't know if you're doing your water, don't beat up yourself. I'm doing lots of water, which is really great. But I am also, I've really been like energizing water and making my water into sacred little elixirs just by energy, not anything else. You can do it with something else. And I just thought, Josh, that might be a nice thing for you to get yourself working with the water. I put water next to my bed just to record my dreams. And I have some in my kitchen too, but my kitchen's like it's like a temple for me. I don't cook very much. So it's also like my meditation room. Don't ask it. I told you my life is very different. Blessedly so.
But
So
no,
maybe
I have some intention to do rose water. I've got some ball glass jars with the lids, so I'm gonna make a thing of rose water tomorrow with the full moon, and crystal water, and a few other things, black obsidian water, which will be, for protection. And I'll set them all out underneath the moon. But yeah, I am working with and then of course intentionally drinking at least 3 of these a day. I'm trying to increase.
cool.
Yeah.
Now I know a little while ago you said you weren't doing as much as you'd wanted to with the water, but if you are, that's fine. I was just a thing that I thought that maybe even just to get you rolling is use one water and use it as an elixir for all the other waters, keeping it small. Yeah. So okay. So remember, guys, we're born into the family of love. I don't want us to go. I think we're pretty much over. Are we done, Josh? Oh, no, we can have another 10 minutes, eh?
Sure. If you want to keep going, let's go till quarter after there. That way we've gone, an hour, 15 minutes. The bigger thing is really just running out of time on the StreamYard so that when we end up at the last one at the end of the month there, we don't end up not being able to have any show at all.
No, that's all good. No, and
Yeah.
it's also, it's just too long. I don't want it, yeah. So if we just look at we start, and maybe we should just go through these in depth, that we're born into the family of life. You can vibrate in this area. What is in your family area? It starts with the number 3. 3 is the Holy Trinity. It's unity consciousness. It's a space of nurturing and growth and exploring. And we need these. And especially now, if you're going to go through your home, take it onto a whole new level. That we are, take it into this 2025, a whole huge shift in portals, a whole new shift in consciousness, a whole new elevation in energies. This is also this, if you miss it tomorrow, on the 14th, when the moon changes, is actually when the moon moves back into the northern hemisphere. It's really, really sacred, really important. It's actually the time that the elementals and the divas actually come out and start to play again in our lives. So please acknowledge that this is all we're moving into. Well, I don't know if you are. I find this very sacred. I'm really glad that we have a small group, because I think the knowledge is, and the energy here is definitely on a slightly different level. It's not about the money. The money was the next point. But yeah, the money should come when you do all of these things without, because you need to just focus on all areas of your life. So we're born into the family of life, falling down from the stars or from wherever we come from. We definitely, we weren't hanging around on the planet and then jumped in. We came tumbling down through cosmos, through gateways. It was an incredible journey that we came through. Some remember it, some know about it. We've gone through the land time of forgetting, but we're not in the time of forgetting anymore. That time is past. That moved over last year. We are now all starting to remember, waking up more and more, carrying the energy of the divine and the mystery. Please think of Feng Shui. This is so old. It is like 5, 6, 7, 8,000 years old, maybe older. But the plan is definitely over 5,000 years old. And it was really pretty much the only one that was still kept intact for us to act the blueprint that we could still work with. I think it very possibly did come from Vastu. Almost everything did come from India. But the Indian stuff, I've looked at it. There are some that don't work just totally with cures, but they don't give you an idea why you're doing things. I don't know if I know anybody else that really actually tells you how much why you do it. But I mean, there must be other people out there. Deep roots that we need to feed and to nourish. If you remember, we need to put our roots in. We need to draw on the mysteries. We'll go into that a bit more with the 5 elements. Have a look what's in that area. Keep it sacred. Put your... I'm just looking at what Lindsay says. Wondering about how to work with it. Do you live in the loft, Lindsay? Put something nice at the bottom. Put a plant or a statue or a tray or a little table with some crystals at the bottom of your ladder that go up to the top of the loft. If you can. People also have weird and wonderful houses in America. Interesting living spaces. And then when you get to the top of your loft, if that's your only space, then look at that space. Is it to the left, to the center, to the right of the room, and see whether that's you're moving in knowledge or helpful people or career. Yeah, because remember, all of this bagua can go into each room as well. So yeah, just have a look. It's very important to work with your bedroom, because then you know what kind of dreams you're getting. What are your children? What's happening in your family? In your family area, it's really great to be able to put pictures of the family. Try not to keep them in your bedroom because they can disturb your sleep. Not everybody wants grumpy grandmother when they wake up, especially if you're trying to have an amorous relationship. Family is also things of the past. It's veneration of our elders. The sacredness of where we came from. So it's not just people, it's also the area of our soul family, our star family. I'm just seeing so much golden diamonds right now, and really being felt to just remind us that in the family area of our home is actually just to really bring some veneration to our star family and where we came from, our sacredness. And I think on that we're going to leave it for tonight. Josh, I can't hear you.
There we go. Sorry about that. If you guys missed, if it went blank for a minute there, my phone did a hiccup, and I actually got booted out of the stream, which is really odd. So I've never seen that one before. So keep that in mind there if you're on StreamYard there. I've never seen that happen. God, and I was back in the homepage there. So weird. But thank you, Christa. So you're going to be live tomorrow. Then that'll be 10 o'clock. My time, which would be right after Good Dawning at the top of the hour. So we're done at, I guess that would be 11:30 Eastern time. So then it'll be noon. You'll be live then at 10. So, yeah. So,
no,
which is,
because when I see you, it's
yeah.
4:30.
Oh, really? So you're going live then at 6, which would be, so you're 8 hours off of the East Coast, though. So that's noon East Coast time. So yeah, that's right. So noon noon East Coast is 6 o'clock your time. So if I believe that's correct. So if that's correct, either way, you'll have a link up. So I will make sure that we get that posted. And Wednesday, you're going live with PG as well. Is that's still set up? And I've got that on the community page. If you post a link for your live tomorrow, I'll throw that on the community page as well. So there we go. And you can always go to @blindly inspired and see, go to her live and see what time. Because yeah, with the Germany there, it gets a little goofy with the time differences. But and then Friday, I'm gonna have PG and of course yourself, Christa, if you'll join us. We'll talk about the During Good Dawning, and we'll talk about what you guys are doing, the Chat GPT, the cards, and all of that, and kind of frame up the universe there and see what you guys are doing. If you'll join us, that would be blessed. And
I would
then
love to do that. Thanks for the invite, Josh.
absolutely, yeah. And I talked to PG about it yesterday, and saw you here. I figured I'd just ask. And then, of course, Tuesday night, guys. Don't forget, Laura B will be live with us as usual for tarot and oracle. So, what's up with your universe? But anything people need to know there, Christa, from your end @blindly inspired? Anything at all you want to share?
Yeah, just check out my community page. I'm still jumping around in all over the place right now. But that's okay. I've been like that all my life. So just so check out my community page. I'm posting quite a lot of stuff on kind of what's happening right now. So thank you, and thank you for the support. I really, really appreciate it. And please read these 9 sacred areas of your life. I know I didn't go through it very clearly because I know that we've done this. So hopefully most of you are aware of how to put this sacred octagon onto your home. We're just taking it up to another notch level, and just really just be very sacred about that. Wow, beautiful golden diamond area called the stars family that we came from.
Bless.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for your patience there before Krista came on, and no worries there. These things happen, and we are grateful that it's like it's guys do realize it's like 1 o'clock in the morning when Krista comes on here. So we're grateful that with the time change and all time difference and all that. But thank you again, Krista, and thanks for sitting through the channeling there. And whatever you do before you go to bed tonight, keep California in your prayers, guys. Those who
Yeah.
those who have no control over what sometimes Mother Nature does what she does there, but send them love and keep them favor to everybody who is going through any of that in California. And when you look out your window there and you don't see any glowing and you don't see any smoke, just be grateful where you are. When your universe is stable and you're still sitting there fretting about your universe, just be grateful. Stability on this planet is it's a fleeting thing, and sometimes we don't know what could happen at any moment there. So just be grateful for when it is stable and when everything is just there we go in your universe. Just hold that gratitude because it's all you got.
Breathe
Krista,
in
thanks.
love, breathe out joy. Breathe in love, breathe out joy. Just please be so aware of our breath. Every breath we take is sacred. And just on those California things, try to just graze it. Don't dig down too deeply into all the Warra Warra fish paste and the alarmist stuff. Just send as much beautiful neutral love as you can. And
Yeah, we don't need to
No, don't
dig
feed it.
into the lie.
We've got to strengthen ourselves. Get into your family area, have a look what there is there, and just be so grateful that you're on this planet from the stars, and ask, how can I begin? Really go and tune in there, meditate through your home. How can I begin this next journey? I want to cry. How can I begin this next journey in the sacredness of this beautiful family? Oh, and we've got such a pretty family here. Thank you, Josh. So
Thank you.
we're
Grateful.
starting again, and there's no mistakes. We need to just focus on that family area right now. As I said, this is going into other directions, and I'm not sure where it's going. I know that it's going. I know that we're doing this, but so much love, guys.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. We will see you in the dawning at 10:33 there. Thank you all, Krista. We will see you tomorrow as well with your live, and hopefully see you in the chat in the dawning. And as well, hopefully we'll see you if you're still up at Truth Wave in about
I might be, yeah.
an hour and 50 minutes or so. 7:45, 9:45 Truth Wave meditation, guys. A lot of us will be there, and if you're not checking that out, do so. Victor's a good guy, and it's a pretty good way to end or begin your day there to ground into that. So. Yes. All right, guys. Thank you so much, Krista. Thank you. We will see you again next week, and see you in the dawning. Much love, guys. Thank you for being here. Thanks for putting up with me for half an hour. And I love you all. Appreciate you. And we'll see you all in the next.
It wasn't